Welcome everybody. We kick off the GSC Invitational with a round 1 game between none other than Gorgie and Starmaster. Two really good players. Gorgie, obviously a mainstay, well known in the GSC community. Starmaster making his debut, I guess, if you want. Last year he performed really well and he placed in the top 4. He placed 4th in the GSC Invitational, so outstanding performance. Maybe this year is going to be his year. Maybe he'll take home a trophy or he'll come home with the money. Alright. So, turn 1 we have Lax and T-Tar lead. So, knowing that there is a Lax in the front, you might expect something like Curse EQ, could also be Lovely Kiss. Starmaster is going to go for his early spikes as soon as possible, with as little information as possible, so it is a bit risky, but you got to take your risks. There's only so much you can do. So we do see the curse from Gorgie here as Tentacruel comes in. So Tentacruel acts as a really good check to Cloister, can be sub Swords Dance, or it can be a Rapid Spinner. Starmaster is quick to pick up that cue and immediately suspects a stall team. So he goes to his Gengar, a really good call here. And how's he gonna act upon that? Wow, so he gets spikes, he manages to defend them, and he even puts T-Tar out of commission in just 4 turns. Really good on him. As we see a second normal resist, so Gorgie is indeed bringing a stall team. Zap comes in, but gets phased out. Gorgie's going to try his best to bring that T-Tar back. We didn't see a pursuit. The Starmie comes in, so double spin, interestingly enough. Starmie's going to use Surf. It's pretty safe on T-Tar, even with a crunch, as long as there's no Spadef drop. Of course, this could be spin. I might have clicked recover, but he had to play aggro should he get punished from a crunch again. In comes the Lax. And Gorgie's already not in a great position. His Lax is paralyzed. Starmaster took just like out of his entire team, he took like 20% in total. And Gorgie's team is not looking too hot. So there's spikes. His Lax is paralyzed. Tentacruel doesn't look like it can pose much of a threat to Gengar. At least the Lax has used Curse, so now we're going to see if it has something like Body Slam and Earthquake. Or just Mono, judging by the presence of a T-Tar there. You might guess that. Starmaster has 3 normal resists, interestingly enough, and his Steelix is going to pose quite a threat to Gorgie's team, as it's unfazable. In Gen 2, the slower Pokemon's the slower roar user wins, so Skarmory is unable to phase Steelix. In comes Tenta, but Tenta dies to Steelix at +1. And Starmie also does at such low health. So what Starmaster can do is slowly but surely set up and use Curse, and if he so wishes, he could even boom on Skarmory, and if he manages to reach +6, that's curtains. But no, Gorgie goes for the good call. He has to cut his losses. He goes for a Surf. Now, mind you, if that were Hydro Pump, that would have OHKO'd, but Surf, no. That was a guaranteed if it were Hydro Pump. So yeah. We do see 3 waters, interestingly enough. The Quagsire, though, is a bit of a drag. It's not that great. The T-Tar comes in. as Snorlax from Starmaster comes in, and we have seen Earthquake, so this is putting a lot of pressure on Gorgie already from the get-go. Gets a crit as well. Gorgie has to respond. He doesn't even have any electric of his own. Nothing to pair well with spikes and no spikes, so he's just playing rather passively. I don't think he's going to be able to make much happen, and I don't see much paralysis support for this Quagsire to benefit from, should it be a belly drum. So, not looking too hot here in game 1. And yet again, Starmaster just has to react, block that spin. Gorgie's not going for a Surf to get any damage on Gengar, and without any spikes, this is going to be a slow process, because he's not going to be able to... Starmaster's just knows that Gorgie wants to get that spin, but he's going to continue to play increasingly aggressive. Mind you, this Cloyster booms. There it is. Starmaster is showing utter confidence that he can protect his spikes without ever needing to keep his Cloyster alive. And he's going to spam Crunch and Flamethrower, and that's already going to be a big deal. Goes for a Rock Slide. Now he can Paraflinch the Lax. And there's the first flinch. Not quite in range. Goes for a D-Punch, but misses. Yeah, I was expecting something along the lines of that, judging by the presence of Steelix. And the second time's a charm. He manages to take out GSC's biggest threat. And now it's just a matter of weakening this final, I suppose, win con in Quagsire. Quagsire uses Rest, and now it's passive as fuck. Tenta's going to take a neat amount of damage. Not huge, but still. Gengar's coming in, takes a Surf. And that is incredible, because in GSC, Gengar can escape a 3-hit KO from Tentacruel. But not from Starmie. In return, Gengar does a great job at 3-hit KOing Tentacruel. Gorgie knows this. He's going to go to his Quagsire as he doubles. One last chance. Is he going to get it? There's so much pressure from Starmaster right now. It's looking pretty bad. T-Tar comes in, gets a nice Crunch with a Spadef drop. That Quagsire is as good as dead now. With 2 turns left, still needed to burn those sleep turns. I don't see anything, it coming in on anything anymore. Down goes the T-Tar. Now that Gengar can use Hypnosis again, so it's even more threatening. Gengar being the utter MVP of the situation here. Goes to Gengar, making sure that Gorgie doesn't get a single shot at spinning. Not one. What could he do here? What could Starmaster do? Goes for the Ice Punch. Is it in range? I'm not sure. It looks like it. Yep. And it looks like game 1 has been decided. Alright, let's move on to game 2. Mind you, this is a double elimination. Okay. Let's turn that music off. Here we have Eggy versus Smeargle lead. Something a lot more like, according to Gorgie's taste, I would say. One thing I do want to say, and that I forget to mention, but this is going to be a trend throughout the tournament, and it's a special clause that we've introduced against a certain combination of baton pass moves. Let's see. It's written here somewhere. The combo of mean look plus baton pass plus any move that involves paralysis, confusion, infatuation, attract, or that lowers precision is banned. So it's a complex ban added to the mean look plus baton pass. We've already had mean look plus spore banned, but now we've also gone a step further to ban other hacks-inducing moves, thus hindering not Smeargle, but to a certain extent Misdreavus, and to a much greater extent Umbreon. Now Gorgie is a lover of baton pass shenanigans, but he also likes his Spike Smeargle. So we're going to see how that's going to play out for him. So he goes for T-Wave here. So that already shows you that he doesn't have Spiderweb due to the clause. Or if he does, then he can't have Baton Pass. So in any case, Starmaster going for the Psychic. It's 5-6, but Gorgie has early spikes. He's going to start setting up with Growth. Okay. As Raikou from Starmaster comes in. Not something you see so much anymore. Eggy plus Raikou. And Zap. Okay. And in comes the, whatchamacallit, Jolteon, who sets up Agility. Will Gorgie be able to pass? Will he pass to Marowak? No, he passes to T-Tar. So that's interesting. What's he going to do? He's going to use Curse, and now he's at +1 speed and +1 attack and defense. But unfortunately, Gorgie loses some speed in the process because he gets paralyzed. How unfortunate. In comes Golem. He's going to spin away those spikes. Ooh, is Gorgie full paras? This is not looking good for him. Another para. Jeez. Give a guy a break. There we go. That's more like it. Takes a +1 and Starmaster booms. Assuming that would kill. That's what he says in the chat. But it didn't. So he goes to his Raikou, which revenge kills for him. In comes Jolteon. Now's his chance. Who's he going to pass to? Well, I guess there's no Acid Armor Vaporeon. He's just going to go straight to his Snorlax, but he gets paralyzed again. Now what? Lovely Kiss? Is it Belly Drum? Oh man, he really needed that. It is Belly Drum, but it's paralyzed. He can still make things work. Maybe he has Return. Okay. I assume the last move is EQ. So he might go for it here. Yeah. Okay. 4-3. Gorgie's in the lead. Will he take down the Zap? He goes for a Lovely Kiss. Just to slow things down a little. But now he's in range. Okay, so he goes for the DE. Unfortunately, Starmaster's getting all of the luck that he needs. Exeggutor coming in. Is there a hidden power bug? No. Manages to put the Marowak to sleep through the paralysis. I'm not saying that Starmaster wasn't, prepared. He has a very fat team. Damn. But Gorgie really couldn't get a break this game. And either he has Acid Armor or this is the end where he's going to need some insurmountable amount of luck, which he's not getting. In fact, he's getting lucked against. So every time, that Snorlax has Body Slam parried every time. He's going to need to land some good surf soon. Okay. That's 3-hit KO range. It's, he needs a crit. he could still feasibly crit Thunder with Jolteon, but he doesn't have growth. Full para? No. Oh, this isn't looking good. It looks like Starmaster manages to quickly but surely 2-0 Gorgie here. Starmaster's just going to stall and wait for that opportunity. Get a body slam, 99%. Gorgie's still living, but that's it. Hey, that you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Not sure as to the choice, but you know, I guess you want a growth sleep talker next to a belly drum Snorlax, but interesting team indeed. Usually I expect Acid Armor. This would have gone much better for him, as he would have been able to pass to Vaporeon earlier, then pass to Marowak, and would have been relatively fine, I think. I'm not 100% certain. That's too bad. He did do a good job. He brought him down to his last Mon. But we're going to see how he's going to perform in the following rounds. That's too bad, because I'd like to see more of Gorgie. He's definitely a fan favorite when it comes to his atypical building style and play style. So if you guys enjoyed, continue to watch the rest of the series.